Hello.
Hello,
What is your name?
I am Leo.
How are you today?
I am happy.
Can you show me your happy face? No? Why? Show me your happy face. Yes, I see your smile. So, Leo, we have two books for you. The first one is My Face and My Body. Which one do you want to read? My Face or My Body?
My face,
Okay. This is your book. My Face.
my face.
Okay, can you turn it?
This is my eye. This is my eyebrow. This is my ear. This is my cheek. This is my nose. This is my mouth. This is my chin. This is my face.
Well done. So now, William, can you point to your nose? Good. Point to your ears. Point to your eyebrow. Can you tap your cheeks? Good job. Rub your chin. Rub your chin. And now tap your head. Well done. Liam, how many eyes do you have?
Two.
Full sentence, please.
I have two eyes.
Well done. How many nose? How many noses do you have?
I have one nose.
How many heads do you have?
I have one head.
How many ears do you have?
I have 2 ears.
And tell me, what do you use to smell?
Nose.
Yeah, let's say I use my
eyes, nose
to smell.
smell.
What do you use to see?
I
Use
use
my
my eyes
to
to see.
see. Well done. What do you use to hear?
I use
My,
my
my
ears
to
to
hear.
hear.
And the last one, what do you use to touch? To touch.
I use
My
my hands
to.
to touch.
Well done. Okay, so now we have another books. We have Bird Goes Home. He runs. What I like. The rainstorm. Vegetables. Getting dressed and Colors goes to school. Which one do you want to
Bird
read?
go home.
Bird goes home. Okay, let's get it. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'll start reading.
Bird goes home.
I think we have to move here. Yes.
The bird goes over the tree. The bird goes over the farm. The bird goes over the city. The bird goes over the trees. The bird goes over the table. The bird goes over the car. The bird goes over the mountain. The bird goes home.
Okay, so Liam, can you please tell me in this sentence? Where does the bird go over?
Go over the city.
What do you see in the city? What do you see in the city? I see
I see
many.
many.
Here, what are they? House.
House.
House see many houses and buildings. Okay, so now tell me, where does the bird go over?
Go over the farm.
So what animals can you see in the farm?
Rabbit.
I can see.
You can see rabbit.
Rabbit.
Cat.
Cat.
Dog.
Dog.
Cow.
Cow.
Horse.
Horse. And
Mouse.
can you see a lion in the farm?
No.
No. We can see the lion at the zoo, right?
Yes.
And now tell me, so where does the bird go over?
Over the car.
Over the cars. Can you tell me how many cars are there?
11 car.
They are?
There are 11 cars.
And what does the bird go over?
Go over the mountains.
Go over the mountains. And last one.
The birds go home.
What do you see here?
Baby birds.
All the baby birds. How many birds are there?
2.
They are
There are 2
baby birds. What color are they? What color are they?
yellow.
Yes, they are yellow.
Baby bird.
Yes, thank you. And now I will choose a book for you. I like The Rainstorm. Can you read it for me, please?
The rainstorm.
Yes.
I see the sun. I see the sky. I see the clouds. I see the rain. I see the lightning. I see the puddles. I see the rainbow. I see the sun.
Thank you, Liam. And I can have it? Okay, I have the book. Thank you. So, Liam, what do you see?
I see the sun.
So, how's the weather?
It's sunny.
And what do you see?
I see the rain.
How's the weather?
It's raining.
What do you see?
I see the lightning.
Oh, how's the weather?
It's stormy.
And Liam, how's the weather today? Is it sunny?
Yes.
And how do you feel? Are you hot or are you cold? Hot?
No.
No. Cold?
No.
No. Oh, warm, right? Thank you. So now we have one more book is Getting Dressed.
Getting dressed. I put on my shirt. I put on my pants. I put on my belt. I put on my socks. I put on my shoes. I put on my glasses. I put on my jacket. I put on my backpack.
And now we are, can I have it? Thank you. And here, can you tell me, what does he put on?
He puts on my belt.
His belt.
His belt.
What does he put on?
He puts on his shoes.
Shoes. And what does he put on?
He puts on his jacket.
Okay, thank you. And now, Liam, we have the book Carlos Goes to School. Please read it.
Carlos goes to school. I get my backpack. crayon.
Crayons, right? And oh, here
I get my erasers.
okay, and
I get my pencil. I get my sweater.
and
I get my lunch. I get my hat.
okay. So now, Leon, can you tell me what is this?
Backpack
Is
is a backpack.
do you have a backpack? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, I do.
yes.
So what do you have in your backpack? Do you have a ball in your backpack?
No.
No. So what do you have in your backpack?
Books.
I have
I have books, pencil,
pencils,
eraser, ruler, pen,
pen,
and
and
toys.
toys. What toy is it? Leon, what kinds of toy is it? Is it a dinosaur?
Yes.
Ah, it's a dinosaur. So now I have the ABC song. Can you sing it for me, please? Okay, can you sing and point to the letters?
S.
1, 2, 3, go.
A B C D E F G H I K J L
K,
M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Now I know my ABC can be six and
once more, please. Okay, so now, Leon, tell me, what letter is this? This is letter. What sound does it make? And can you name some words that begins with letter A? Okay, A is for
apple.
apple.
A is for
A is for apple
ant.
and one more. Apple and
Pen.
X. And what letter is this?
Q.
This
This is
letter.
the letter Q.
What sound does it make?
Qu.
Qu. And can you name some words that begin with letter Q?
Queen.
Queen. Q for queen.
Question.
Question.
Quiz.
Please. Thank you. The last one. What letter is this?
Y.
Y.
This
And
is
Y for
letter Y.
and what sound does it make?
Qu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you name some things with that begins with letter I, Y?
Y.
For
For yo-yo.
yo-yo. And
Y. For yoga.
yoga. And can you name one color? One color?
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow. Thank you, Leon. Excellent. Goodbye.
Goodbye.